Okay, everybody, welcome back to Craig's Vault. I am excited to continue on meditations number 2. Okay, in this second lesson, we're looking at unity and ignoring other people's opinions. Okay, we're looking at how to reject social distractions, reclaim our focus, and align with a higher universal purpose as we build vitality in this third act of our lives. As always, we're looking at track, adjust, own. That's the framework here at Craig's Vault. Today, I guess we're looking at track a little bit more. We're looking at, really kind of auditing where our mental energy gets wasted on daily opinion traps. So the book, Marcus Aurelius, this is my old Classics Club copy, Meditations. It's only about, 17, 18 centuries old. My book, of course, is very well marked up. I've got all these little purple Post-it notes in the different pages that I was excerpting for this video series. But when you study a book like this, it makes sense to highlight it, write things in the margins, have a lot of highlighting, draw a text box, write little stars. I don't know if you can see this, but put little stars in there next to things that are important. Again, this book is kind of like Mind Gym that we reviewed a couple of series ago. You can just pick it up, read a couple of excerpts out of it in just literally like 5 minutes, kind of reset your course for the day. So, I know a lot of you folks are old enough to remember Rocky Horror Picture Show when it was really popular, maybe even when it came out. But there's a line in there, there's the movie, the song, The Time Warp. And in that tune, there's this line, time is fleeting. And boy, as somebody who's 66 years old, I really have come to understand that. So our first book our first quote for today is this one. I got to blow it up on my screen a little bit. How quickly all things disappear, bodies into the universe, memory of them in time. How worthless and contemptible and sordid and perishable and dead they are. All this, it is the part of the intellect to observe. Now, on first hand glancing at that, you can think that is morbid as heck. But another way to look at that is time is fleeting, okay? 10 years from now, 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, most of our names aren't even going to be remembered, okay? Time is fleeting. Marcus Aurelius has this term for fame. He calls it vapory fame, okay? Vapor, like a mist. Like, when you are famous for any length of time, now maybe it's just, when I was in 6th grade, I won the 100-yard dash at our little track meet. I was so proud of myself. I got a blue ribbon and everything. That's vapory fame. But somebody who's famous for 30 years or 40 years, who has a great career now, you look back at the film stars of the teens, the 20s, the 30s, we don't remember most of them. We remember maybe a few of them, but most people couldn't even name a handful. Fame is vapory. Okay, the next quote I want to focus on. Gotta blow it up on my screen. Waste not the remainder of your lives and thoughts about others, except when you are concerned with some unselfish purpose. For you are losing an opportunity to do something else when you have such thoughts as, what is such a person doing and why? And whatever else of the kind makes us forget to observe our own ruling principle. So in other words, forget about what other people think of us. Marcus Aurelius, like 1700 years ago, is telling us this same thing. Nobody's thinking about you that much anyway, okay? Just it's a wake-up call probably for a lot of us who think about ourselves all the time. Nobody else is thinking about us that much. And forget about what they are thinking about you, okay? Do your thing. So, this quote number 3 I like. Marcus reminds us that we are all working together toward one single end in the universe. Quote number 3 is, we are all working together to one end, some with knowledge and design, others without knowing what they do, like men asleep. It's like, wow. When I broaden my horizon, I can see that we're all part of this one human venture. But a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize that the good I do today, the good they do today, will reverberate across time, regardless of whether we're famous for it or not. Okay, the good things that we do today, they're important and they matter. They matter much more than fame. So I think this is really an important part to focus on, is do the right thing, not because we're famous, not because somebody's looking, but because it's the right thing to do and it matters. Okay, so a little bit on our scorecard. On the left-hand side, you'll see things like, the Stoic quest. Okay, the Stoic philosophy that Marcus Aurelius has is, guard your mental clarity, recognize your limits to make every day intentional, and act with conscious design. And then on the right hand, of course, the passive mindset, the things I seem to slip into so easily, is wasting my energy on gossip, chasing superficial comforts, or chasing vapory fame, or drifting passively through my third act without purpose. So then, field manual. Here's a little field manual actions. One of the things you can kind of do is just audit your distractions. Look at one thought pattern or worry about somebody else's opinion that you have that drains your energy. And then step 2, reclaim that. Get that out of there by actively redirecting your focus into a physical or mental goal that serves your own growth, okay? And number 3, write down your role in the unity of all things. Maybe it's something really simple like, I am just going to be kind to the person at the grocery store I meet today. Well, that can have some pretty profound reverberations. So as always, track, adjust, own. Keep owning your third act, okay? And finally, I want you to go to our website. Each one of our field manuals is different. Here's the field manual for lesson 2. Got some little things on here that you can cut out, paste up on your fridge, or put in your gym bag, put it in your wallet. These are little reminders to keep you going throughout the day. We have a little recap of what the field manual action is. And then we have all these quotes. Let me get to that last page. We have the quotes and the passages that are on here. It's just a little reference really to of what we said in this video lesson. And, of course, there's no substitute for going and getting Marcus Aurelius. I highly recommend that you go get this book. And remember, I believe in you.